Hello, and welcome to the Power of Healing Your Energy show. My name is Christine, and I'm with 24 Karat Healing. I'm your spiritual medium, intuitive energy coach, and old soul healer. And this is episode 15 already. Time flies. And I did make an adjustment. Normally, I'm on Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. However, life happens, and but here we are, and that's the beauty of being online. You can change things up, switch it around whenever you want, and it is now Thursday at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And this episode is all about the struggle. The struggle is real, and how to find your balance. Now, if you don't know who I am, I have healed my own depression and anxiety after 42 years. I can remember at the age, oh gosh, maybe being in grade 3 or 4 and just not feeling right. And also being an empath, but did not know at the time. Okay. So my mission is to guide empathic women and help unleash their gifts as light workers that are masked as depression and anxiety. How about that? All right. And it was through a series, it's a journey, and I'm still on this journey through meditation, intuition development, healthy eating, emotional trauma release, inner child, shadow work, integration, ego. And I mean, through that work, you will discover that you are intuitive, and you always have been. And somewhere along the way, you were told that you are too sensitive, or you're too much, or you're strange, or you're the black sheep, or whatever that label is. We're removing all those labels and showing you that you have gifts. Yes, you do. We all have gifts, and it's time to showcase those gifts. Okay, stop hiding. I did that for a long time. I'll admit it. Yeah, so this is, like I said, the power of healing your energy. And normally I have a guest on each week. This week it's myself and spirit and the collective and you and whoever else joins us. Let me know. I always want to know where everybody is from. If this is your first time, if this is a replay, please comment below. All right. So this show is just, we talk about subjects that are, about energy, healing your energy, your spiritual path, unconditional love, ego. And we're all looking for new ways, techniques, and of course, being very supportive on your journey, because it is personal and everyone's journey is not the same, just like everyone's home is not the same. It's about being, having your own personality and being able to just be yourself. Do you find sometimes that you, I guess, pretend or wear a mask, or don't want to let anybody down or disappoint anyone? That happens quite a bit, especially if you're going through a lot of stuff, right? Being an empath, you're not sure what to do with your emotions, your feelings. You always want to help everyone, and it's almost like you had an identity crisis. At least that's how I felt. And when I was told that by my mentor a couple of years ago that I had all these gifts and they're being masked and they show up in other ways. So I'm just asking, are you struggling? Are you struggling with ego? Hey, I do every day. Doubt. Yes. Worry. Shame. Oh yes, big time. Guilt. Yes. Anxiety, depression, panic attacks, monkey mind. Are you not sleeping because that mind just keeps going? Let me know below. The more that we share with each other and talk about our struggles and being vulnerable, the more it's going to be, I guess, normal to do so. I feel, especially with social media, we have a tendency to hide or to pretend that our life is what you see, glamorous, that our life is perfect, everything is wonderful, never have a bad day. I never struggle. I don't have, bouts of anxiety or depression, when it's usually the other way around. And you know what? I'm just going to throw it out there, because you know what? If I'm not going to be a hypocrite. Yesterday was not a good day for me. And I did not want to bring that energy here. Being an empath and being intuitive and a medium, I pick up on a lot of stuff. And a lot of times I pick up on everybody else's stuff. And I'm in the public a lot. So it takes a ton of energy to keep my energy at 100% and keep myself clear and balanced. So anyways, I'm just asking, if you're struggling with any of that, ask questions, don't be shy. Sharing is caring. So let me know below what you're struggling with. And, hi, Nick. Nice to see you. Yeah, Nick, well, lovely lady, big heart. And she's just saying, yep, ego is her biggest challenge. He needs to let go of the ego. I'm stuck on Nicole's will instead of the will of my higher power, whom I call Mao. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that properly. Yes, ego is something that's been programmed. Did you know when you were born perfectly? And as you grew, you were told, don't do this, don't do that. Oh, what's wrong with you? You're too emotional, you cry too much, quit being a baby, suck it up, that one, or, grab some backbones. It seems like we have an intolerance for emotion, and we have become so disconnected that we're literally raging on each other, if that makes sense. Like I said, I'm in the public and I can feel people's stuff. Within 5 seconds, I can read your energy. And you know what? We all have that ability. Unfortunately, it's masked through depression, anxiety, ego, and we become detached or numb, if that makes sense, because you don't want to feel anything anymore. You don't know what to do with it. And a lot of times it comes out in addictions. And I mean, addictions can range from food to alcohol to sex to shopping. Just being online can be an addiction. You get addicted to, oh my God, I had 15 likes today. Yay. Honestly, where in the grand scheme of life does that matter? And hey, I fall into the trap too. And it's about creating boundaries and learning to cut. If something doesn't feel right, cut it out. So honestly, and that includes friends, family, bosses, acquaintances, jobs, social media, whatever it is. You have the power, and it's about letting go of control. Because I think ego is the biggest, is wanting to control everything. And this is how things should be. Don't should yourself to death. Every time I catch myself saying should, I replace it with something else. It's not easy. It is not easy. And it takes patience and it takes practice. Before I even come into this, I cleared out all of my energy. I balanced my chakras. I do that every day. And if I don't, I can tell right away. My mind starts going, my anxiety starts to rise, stuff like that. Like I have a self-care practice. Let me know if you guys have a self-care practice. Let me know what you like to do, or you're looking for ideas. Ask a question, don't be shy. And one of she is like the thought leader. And I have read every book and watched every TED Talk or documentary that she's done. And I just have a little snippet. And this is Brené Brown. I love her. We talk about I talked about emotional literacy quite a bit, meaning that we tend to use three emotions: angry, sad, and pissed off. Hurt, I guess hurt would mask as pissed off. But you know what? There's a list of 30 core emotions, and if you Google them, you will find them. I have them posted in my office as a reminder, especially when I want to talk to someone. And because for me, I'd say angry would be, just the frustration, the anger. Try to find a different way to approach someone. I know it's, if you have your go-to emotion, right? It tends to be easier, right? Nick, she is struggling so hard with the should have, would have, could haves. Yeah, I empathize. And you know what? I know we like to send out sympathy cards, but sympathy means absolutely nothing. Empathy means I feel you. I've been there. And I know I don't want to speak for you, but you're definitely going through a lot of stuff. Not only for yourself, but those who feel they are being helpful by offering suggestions regarding the closure of your business. Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear about that, Nick. She started a cat cafe in Edmonton, and she was actually, you were the first person that gave me. I wanted to volunteer my animal Reiki services to second chance or animal rescue organizations. And she had the cat cafe, which she also partnered with the local SPCA to adopt cats. And there was a local, he's now the cat manager, Mason. He had some issues. And like I said, Nick trusted in me and believed in me to come in and help and assist Mason with his transition. And now he's like the leader, he's showing the other cats the way. So, you know what? I see you doing great things. You know what they say, one door closes and it is not a failure because you tried. You know how many people don't try and then die with regret? So don't die with the music still in you. Okay? And everybody has suggestions and ideas and telling you how to do things. Of course they do. It's easier to do so than to work on your own self, right? All right, self-care routine. Everything you're talking about is everything I need to be hearing today. Beautiful. I'm very glad to hear that, Nick. If you please share this out, sharing is caring. I would so appreciate that. Myself, I'm going to start a watch party on my own page, because I'm sure some people are confused thinking, well, I thought Christine was, going to be on yesterday. Well, shit happens. And like I said, I was having not a good day, and it was not the time to bring that energy into alive, because I love talking to you guys. I love sharing what I've learned. I just love sharing. So I wanted to make sure that everything was on the highest vibration possible. All right. So, Brené talks about a lot about emotional literacy, and she has 10 guideposts for wholehearted living. Cultivating authenticity. Yes. You know what? Letting go of what people think. Hello. I think that's the biggest one. And that is attached to your ego. That kind of runs your monkey mind, if that makes sense. And at the end of the day, to lip the words of the great Wayne Dyer, bless his heart, he's no longer with us, to live a actual life, a self-actualized life, is to not worry about the opinion of others. You know what? It's your life, go live it. Number 2, cultivating self-compassion, letting go of perfectionism. Oh, I'm a former perfectionist. Yes. And that was my inherent, it's family trait, being there's a shame component to it, and then there's an unworthy, like feeling unworthy. There's a worthy component to it as well. So healed that. Cultivating a resilient spirit, letting go of numbing and powerlessness. Yeah, I used to do that as well. I'd have to say I'm pretty badass now. I'm pretty resilient. Number 4, cultivating gratitude and joy, letting go of scarcity and the fear of the dark. Yeah, scarcity. The root chakra. I don't have enough. If you flip it to I always have enough and I am abundant, and whatever you are manifesting or thinking or dreaming of, you act like you already have it. Yeah, that's the secret. That is the secret. Number 5, cultivating intuition. Hey, this lady was a researcher, like a science nerd, Brené Brown. And she figured out intuition, science, and spirituality, just like Dr. Joe Dispenza and Greg Braden, Bruce Lipton. They're all merging. Everything is merging. There's no black or white anymore. So letting go of the need for certainty. Yeah, just release it. Let that shit go. Let it go. Worry takes away from the day that, the peace that you're looking for. All right. Cultivating creativity, letting go of comparison. You know what? There's tons of coaches, tons of, healers, light workers, psychics, card readers. There's room for everybody, just like there's tons of doctors, tons of nurses, tons of specialists. There's room for everybody. Find out what makes you unique. We all have something, okay? Number 7, cultivating play and rest. Letting go of exhaustion as a status symbol and productivity as self-worth. Yeah, I used to wear that busyness badge. Oh, I'm so busy. Or you look at me, I'm Superwoman. I could do everything. No, hold on. Not true. Being busy means you don't have time for yourself. You're putting everyone and everything ahead of yourself. And then it's like, the straw that breaks the camel's back, that old saying, it just builds and builds and builds, and then boom, everything explodes. It's not pretty. That's why I am so big on self-care. And I took a ton of self-care yesterday, trying to practice what I preach, right? It's just about scheduling sacred time for yourself. It's vitally important, all right? Share, where's everybody from? First time replay, please say hello, let me know. Share this out with friends, family, acquaintances, and maybe even people you do not like, because that would be an act of unconditional love towards someone else and working on your ego. All right. Number 8, cultivating calm and stillness. Yes. Letting go of anxiety as a lifestyle. Yeah, it seems to be like, oh, I'm anxious, when actually you might want to use those 30 emotions, that list that she has. I'm feeling scared. I'm feeling exhausted. I'm feeling overextended. I'm feeling frustrated. It's not just anxiety. Anxiety is like a general, it's like an umbrella. You know those umbrella companies where there's one company and then there's 30 underneath? Think of it like that. Anxiety and depression, umbrella of 30 emotions. Yeah. Number 9, cultivating meaningful work, letting go of self-doubt and supposed to. Supposed to. Yeah. I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to do that. I'm just tagging someone here because I know she would probably love, maybe she's busy today, but I'm just going to see if she's there. All right. And I don't know if Nick's still here, but yeah, she's been through a lot of stuff. And like I say, I am always here. Always. You can message me, you can email me, you can pick up the phone and call me. That is, my shout out to anyone who's struggling, who is looking for just a little bit of respite, someone to listen to them and not interrupt them, not, tell them what they should be doing and give them ideas, just to listen and then ask, how may I serve? How may I help? Number 10, cultivating laughter, song, and dance. Yes, letting go of being cool and always in control. Oh, yeah, I always thought, oh, I have to control everything. That was my thing. And actually, a lot of trauma, a lot of ideas, and a lot of creativity comes through being creative. Painting, singing, dancing, coloring, whatever it is, go and play. Through play, you will find a lot of things. So I'm just going to start my watch party here. Bear with me. Yeah, so let me know where you guys are from and how you found me, I guess. Yeah, so let's go here. All right. So what does balance look like? Let me know what your guys' ideas are for balance. For me, it's about establishing a self-care routine. And that means every day, every day, every day. Yes, I get up extra early to do this. And if you're not an early bird and you're a night owl, then do it at night. Switch it around. Or if you're a mid-afternoon person, just schedule that time. And yes, it will take time. So you might need 2 hours. Then you might reduce it down to an hour. And then you'll find that you could get, this done in 30 minutes. It's really up to you. And you'll feel the results immediately. For myself, it's a dream journal, a gratitude journal. Um, Exercise, of course. I prefer yoga and walking mainly. Those are my go-tos, and a lot of grounding happens in yoga. And the meditation piece, of course, the breath work, and and just take time for yourself. Epsom salt bath. I had one last night, and it was amazing. I felt so much better. And I went and practiced some breath work as well, and I used my buddy Wim Hof, Wimhof, and he is known as the Iceman. And he has a breathing technique where you do 30 cycles of breath. You lay there, and he's like, can you feel the tingling? Can you feel lightheaded? Yes, yes. So it works. It works on your nervous system. You are like lighting up your nervous system, if that makes sense. So pretty amazing guy. And he also does a 1.5-minute cold shower because that resets your nervous system. It gets things going again. So yeah, that's Wim Hof, Wimhof. He's on YouTube. And meditating, dancing, crying, screaming, sleeping, sound therapy, any type of prayer, reading, audiobooks. If you don't want to read, you want to listen. I like to listen to audiobooks while I'm driving rather than listening to the radio or the news. I don't like any of that stuff. So, because I find it, it brings out my ego, number one, and because there's a lot of fear based in the news and the media. Falling into the ego trap. And what's the difference between ego and intuition? Anybody? Anybody want to guess? Ego is always negative, and it's loud, and it likes to control and dominate, and it's a program. Intuition is gentle whisper, it's loving, it's kind, thoughtful and random. It comes out of nowhere. It's like seeing a butterfly. That's how I like to imagine intuition. And the fact that we don't take time for calm, peace, quiet, and stillness is no wonder we can't hear our intuition. You have to take that time for yourself. It's sacred. It is sacred. I mean, you take time out for everybody else. Why not yourself? You need to go back and find out why. You need to sit in that and just start writing. She also recommends an SFD, a shitty first draft, Brene Brown. And because it ends up being the temper tantrum of a 5-year-old. When you feel you're being wronged or everyone's against you and nothing's for you, you are playing the victim and you need to find out why. I did that quite a bit. And it all stemmed from grade 3. I can pinpoint it, grade 3, okay? So this stuff stayed with me throughout grade 3 and just kept piling and piling and piling. And just saying that and letting it go, it's amazing. And I can help you with that work. If you're looking for just letting go, finding out where your blocks are. And it all starts with owning your own energy. And I highly recommend everyone learn Reiki. All right. It is a universal life force. It's pretty amazing. And I practice it on myself every day because, it's the 5 principles of Reiki are: I will let go of anger. I will let go of worry. I will do my work honestly. I will be grateful for my many blessings. And I will be kind to every living thing. And kindness starts with yourself. Unconditional love. Like, I posted something today about gratitude. I posted something today about energy. And I posted another thing about, I asked people, I said, do you love yourself? I haven't got any replies yet. So I'm not sure. And Perry, unfortunately, I'm not doing any readings today. This is a show about the power of healing your energy, and we talk about certain subjects, or I have guests on. I actually have a guest next Wednesday, pretty amazing guy, Adrian Wesley. He's the human optimizer, and he's a hypnotherapist, and he lives in Thailand. He used to live in Vancouver, and he said, screw this, and took his laptop and moved 2 years ago, and he's doing some amazing things. So I'm looking forward to him being on the show. So falling into the ego trap, we want to talk about meditation. And yeah, it's not sitting cross-legged. If that's how you practice meditation, then go for it. Most of the time I'm laying down. That's how I like to do. Find a way to be still. Find a way to let go. Meditation is all about letting go. And you can start with guided meditations. Your diet. If you're feeding yourself with garbage, what kind of thoughts and how is your body going to respond to that? Because 80% of what you're putting into your body, if it's low vibe, you're going to get low vibes. If it's high vibrational food, meaning close to the earth and plant-based. Now, hey, I love meat. Meat is, I eat meat. Some people don't, and that's fine. You find what works for you, okay? Just be more mindful in what you're eating, what you're watching, what you're listening to, who you surround yourself with. And you know what? Family and friends and even your bosses can be narcissists. And if you're an empath, ouch. You need to figure out how to cut the cords with those people. And if that means not seeing them, or making sure your time is minimal and getting out, then get out. And of course, if there are any light workers out there, entrepreneurs looking for guidance, you have a question, please ask. So it's all about patterns, breaking and catching your thoughts, and flipping it to something else. I always say it's, if you're saying I can't do this, say I am doing this. It's flipping. Flip it. The comparison, the busyness badge, the need to please, the need to be right. I think that one's huge, especially when it comes to politics. We have become so disconnected with others. We do not know how, if somebody has an opinion and you don't like it, well, it turns into a big fight for some reason. And especially online, we have got to stop fighting with each other and start working with each other and sitting and listening to somebody else. They might speak differently, look differently, have a difference of opinion. There might be that ego that comes in and go, oh, this person's different. I don't want anything to do with them. Well, you might actually learn something and broaden your perspective. I think we tend to wear blinders. We need to broaden our perspective. And once you are connected energy-wise to 5D, to light, to source, the divine, Buddha, God, whoever and whatever you believe in, then you're not coming from a place of ego. You're coming from a place of connection, bridging, finding connection, because we are all meant to be connected. Somewhere along the way, we somehow got disconnected. And boundaries are huge, okay? And I will tell you one thing. Being the observer and being calm are one of the two greatest superpowers you can have. And Perry is saying true. Thank you very much. And I appreciate you being here, Perry. If you guys, I have a PDF, a complimentary PDF about anger, because like I said, those are one of those those three emotions that we tend to go to is anger, sadness, and hurt. And there's actually 30 core emotions that we're not utilizing. So I have, all about anger and, how to work through that. If you would like the complimentary PDF on anger, comment below anger, and I will send that out to you. As well, if you are looking for a 3.5 minute chakra balancing meditation that you can take with you on your phone, anywhere you go, you're sitting in the car before a big meeting, or going in to see the in-laws or whatever it happens to be, you pop your earbuds in and you can get everything cleared out before going in with unconditional love and no agenda. Because I think that's I'm gonna metal up or get my swords ready because I'm gonna fight. And I don't know, like we had Thanksgiving here in Canada, and it was interesting having all these people here and the dynamics. And I mainly observed, but I was just very interesting to watch people. Like, do you ever watch people? Are you a people watcher? I am, because I like to study, the body language, the energy, what's going on. And it's hard not allowed to read other people's thoughts, although it's it's hard not to. But that's cheating. Anyways, and quieting your mind is the number one way to being intuitive, to being psychic, to being a healer, a light worker, whatever you happen to be doing, to just being your best self, to finding out what your soul wants, what the universe wanted for you from the beginning. Your guides, your angels, and your loved ones, they're all with you. It's just about quieting everything down. And and say hello. It looks like I got a couple people here. Please share this out as well. And I also work with the moon energy. So I do a full moon. I guess it's a full moon self-care, it's an online party that we do where I do readings and healings as well. So I've got a new moon coming up. If you'd like to be part of that, please let me know. Just comment new moon and I will add you to my newsletter that goes out once a month. So then all the events are there and you're not getting a ton of emails from me, because I know at the end of the day, a lot of people are too busy. We get too many emails, right? So maybe you'd want the ones that are important. A lot of times, just like in life, you have to go through and clear out the clutter, and that includes email as well. Hi, Rhonda. Hope you're doing well. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining me. It's just me today and the collective, but we're just mainly talking about emotional health, Brené Brown. If you're maybe struggling this week, if you're struggling, period, what balance looks like, and falling into the ego trap. So let me know if you're having any struggles. I write for a digital magazine monthly, and the October energy was about attachment. So I can see how this is happening. There's been a lot of attachments to the past, and a lot of struggle towards worrying and anxiety for the future. And there's a lot of clearing out going on right now and taking off the mask. You're actually, you put the chains on yourself. So you're seeing this, that you are the prisoner, but you put yourself there. So you need to break the chains and take the masks off, and you can move forward. Otherwise, these patterns are going to repeat, okay? And the veil between the spirit world and earth is very, very thin right now, and it's going to break away. So I want to know if anybody had any issues this week with the energy, that energy. I know I did. Yesterday was not good, like I said. Saying no to overload, new energy, new birth, tidy and clearing up things. Explosive energy here, okay? Overload of information. You want to live in the higher frequency. It's magical. See the miracles. See the spiritual threads, see the synchronicities, connections with people, light you up. Everything is perfect. Nothing to worry about. There's elements of surprise and other people. So it's going to be, your life will explode. It'll be a ripple effect. Yes. And this is a clearing. You're going to be speaking your truth and have compassion beyond division, and listen to other people's opinions other than reacting. Be the observer. Be the observer. And be calm. Because a lot of people, especially if you're an empath, narcissist, ooh, look at that button. Let's press that. Let's press this. Let's press that. All of a sudden, boom. Oh, why are you acting like this? You're crazy. What's wrong with you? That's gaslighting. I'm sure you're aware of some of those terms. If you're not, let me know. We'll share a PDF with you. And heart and patience energy, holding our boundaries. Yes, yes. So Rhonda says she's waiting. Oh, yeah, there's an election in Canada and it's over. Well, the election is the 21st. Too many emotions. And that's why I don't follow. I know I already voted for who I'm voting for, but I don't get caught up in the media and all that stuff, because there's a lot of fear based with that. And I find if it's triggering you, and yes, it is emotional, I get it. It's better to just disconnect from that. That would be my advice. If if you find it's bringing up yucky emotions, just let go of that. Don't follow it, okay? Don't fall into that trap, that fear trap, because that's what they want. I mean, we'll talk. I can't remember her name, but it's that girl in, is it Norway or Sweden? She's coming to Edmonton, and boy, people are triggered, big time triggered. And it's funny how the media is focusing on her, but there's actually another lady that's been doing all of that work for 30 years that nobody talks about. See what I mean? That's what I mean. I guess become informed, right? At the end of the day, become informed. Rhonda does not participate. Okay. And I mean, that's what's going on around the world right now. You're seeing a lot of just ridiculousness, false idols, false prophets. It's everything is we're at the cusp where everything is going to explode open. 2020 is going to be huge. That's why you're seeing a certain lady in American politics who is spiritual, who is a spiritual guru, and she has entered politics. So what does that tell you? We are becoming more awake and conscious of what's going on in this world, and we're finally taking back our power, and we're going to have to start fresh again. Unconditional love. Start over. That's how I see it. Just starting over. Ask a question, please. Don't be shy. At the end of this, I'm just going to give a little bit of Reiki healing. I'm just going to send a little bit of that out. If you don't have any other questions, I'm going to be wrapping this up. And I'm working on Reiki courses. I'm a Reiki master myself, and animal Reiki as well. But I'm going to be doing those in person next month. If you would like to be on that email list, please let me know below. Just say, add me to your email list, or just comment email list or Reiki, whichever you'd like to use. And if you'd like to be part of my monthly newsletter, please comment newsletter. I have exclusive contests in that newsletter as well as new and full moon energy readings and healing party. Gosh, what else? I'm writing a book right now. Just got a few things going on, and locally I'm going to be doing a healing and readings fair in St. Albert. It's through My Soul Speaks, and it's going to be Saturday and Sunday. So if you'd like information on that, just comment weekend and I'll send you the link for that. So I'm going to be giving out Reiki rescue readings all weekend long. So if you're in Edmonton and area, let me know. But I just wanted to leave you with that. And next week, I have an amazing gentleman who went from depression, anxiety, being overweight, overwhelmed, overloaded, to now, I believe he's now on a speaking tour. He's got speaking engagements. He lives in Thailand. He used to live in Vancouver, and he is a hypnotherapist, and he's the human optimizer. His name is Adrian Wesley. I am so looking forward to him being on the show on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So share that with your friends, family. Oh, okay. Rhonda's actually asking, she has a friend whose dog was hit by a car and passed away. They're having a hard time with it. Would Reiki help? Reiki helps with everything and anything. And yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that. Reiki, if they allow, we would have to have permission, of course. And through Reiki, we might get messages from their pet as well. So it would be great healing for both of them, if that makes sense. And just to send them, even through distance, that calm, the love, the support that, that they're needing at this time. So if you want to pass that on, that would be wonderful. Have a fantastic week and hope your weekend is eventful. Yes, it will be eventful. I'm going to be quite busy. So I'm just going to start with a Reiki clearing and healing, sending out what you can comment below what you'd like, and it even works on the replay, what you're looking for healing from. Perry saying health. Yes. And you're welcome, Rhonda. And as I'm sending out this distance Reiki, I am also channeling a little bit, some extra unconditional love. And Archangel Michael, I definitely resonate with. And I have a prayer, an Archangel Michael prayer. If you're interested in it, please comment Archangel Michael. But this is something I use every night, especially after, a long day. This is the prayer that I use. And, he is the archangel of protection, and he works with the sword of light. So you can envision that. It's a clearing prayer. It prevents outside energy from affecting you. It removes any energies or entities that may have attached to your aura, which happens a lot, especially if you're an empath. If you find yourself cranky, angry, annoyed, sad, depressed for no reason, then it's likely you have picked up that energy. And we talk about that a lot. So, and all who carry a lot of light have raised their body's vibration level. Lower vibrational energy may try to jump in because you feel yummy to them. And that's why protection is vital to further the further you go into your light, and especially for light workers and healers, this can assist in keeping personal boundaries strong and cutting cords with clients and other people. And however, after this prayer, those emotions are still there, then the energy you need to explore is your own and something that needs to be healed and needs to be cleared. So, saying this prayer at night clears the residue of the day and then protects you while you sleep. You can say it to yourself. You can do it morning and night, or you can say it out loud. So, I, Christine, call in Archangel Michael and the fifth dimensional tube of light. I request that you place this tube of light over me in this lifetime. All right? And yeah, sorry. And that, I'm losing my train of thought here, sorry. And all lifetimes, all planetary systems, all solar systems, all alternate worlds, all alternate universes, all parallel worlds, all parallel universes, and all space and time by the force and grace of God. I ask you, Archangel Michael, to use your sword of light to completely clear me of all attached energies and all negative energies from my cellular memory. I ask that you transmute these energies up through the fifth dimensional tube of light to the fifth dimension so they can be transformed to their highest form of light. Should I have any attached energies that do not wish to go to the light, leave me now and go somewhere safe within the universe without harming anyone. Close up my aura to the influences of all beings except of my higher self, the God consciousness, my guides and guardians, angels. Gently clear me of all that no longer serves me so that I vibrate the highest frequency of abundance, love, and my true spiritual power. Open my heart to the vibration of the cosmic Christ consciousness. I ask that you infuse all voids within my being with unconditional love and light. So I speak, and so it is. So be it. May it be so. And you can say amen, amen, amen if you'd like. And then you're receptive to this clearing. Take your two fingers and tap your thymus. It's right below the collarbone, right here. 1, 2, 3. Touch your navel. And there you are. Your energy is cleared. Again, I can send this out to you. Please comment Archangel Michael if you're looking for that prayer, that Archangel Michael prayer. And I want to wish you guys love, light, and blessings. And please remember, healing begins where the ego ends. Take care.